From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Waiting.
Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, it's low. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Sunday.
Watch the whip. My five. I'm here all day. My five. It's run.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Big hits all day.
Sunday.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check. Kill. Here.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Letting one fly deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays and look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
81.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 53-yard
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Target. Watch the single.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Check 25.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Fresno. Save. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. 31's the mark. Check back.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And the catch made by Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, throw caught here by Bird. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
Mike, Mike, spot forward. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Back.
Alert!
Hey, watch
61, matchbox, light. What's that?
Allen now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
What's that?
54. Check.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you got 3 out.
Hey, kill. Hey, forward, kill. Hey, orbit.
Come on. Mike 9. Bang out.
Here.
Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Wentz will try again on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Go.
Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go one more.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check. Mike 50. Rabbit. Shoot. Kill.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Alert.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, let's get, hey, Zoo. On 52. Mike 50.
Hey, come on out here.
Monday.
Come get some.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Go. 180.
I'm coming.
Here, shift.
Motion.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mike's 50.
Pass.
Here I come.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here I come again. Mike 50, Pick it up.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go. Check 9, check 9. Joker. Watch twist.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, baby.
On second and a long way to go. Wentz completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
We got this. At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, it's Jackson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go. Ready?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 57. 57.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Empty. 80 weapon. Check 13. Check 13.
They go to Johnson again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I got you.
Watch twist. Go. General West. Undercut.
Check safety.
The great 57. Ram.
Check 99.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mark 5. Hey, exit.
Mike 5. Hey, rush.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey,
Mike's 50. Go on. Come on, D. Check.
middle.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Josh Jones. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Switch it. Here, switch it.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Mike 50. Crunch time, defense.
5 wide.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Slam.
Sunday. 22 jump bomb.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, switch gears.
Mike 9.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Tyson.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 3rd down, low. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Stack. Get ready. Hey, Lou. 82. Hey, Echo.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Allen. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. It's a room to maneuver. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong right, strong right. Double left free. Double left free. Way outside deep. Double left free, defense.
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Check 24, check 24.
56, 56.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. They'll run it with Johnson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Just like that.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, bunch.
Johnson. And there goes Duke Johnson. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check 37. Check 37.
Switch.
Lion.
Crunch. Kill.
Great.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. Waiting. Two jet. Here.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye.